Warning, this video might sound like shit, and I'm sorry. Let's figure out how to make our videos not sound like shit. We're in this together. We're a fucking team. This first test is with the H5 fully attenuated line out to the GH5 fully attenuated line in with a limiter set and the volume all the way down. I'm going to do another test with the volume turned up a bit more to see if the noise is more. I won't put that test on if the noise is indeed more and shit. So I'm trying to get my vlog setup locked in and to continue this going forward and shit. So I really hope that this setup works because I hate syncing fucking audio. Or at the very least, can I clean up the noise? That's the main thing. If I can clean up the noise without fucking up my voice, that will say a lot. If all I have to do is run a noise bypass or a noise filter over it, then by all means, I will fucking do that. So let's just check out. Thank you. And this is testing 1, 2, 3 with a normal voice at about vlog level away, and this is testing 1, 2, 3 with a loud fucking voice, and I did clip, and it sucks when you clip and shit, you know. And on my mic I am set at level 3 on the Zoom H5. So let's see how this, and I had the side mics turned all the way down, so we're just monoing and shit. So this is the Rhode Video Micro with on the camera directly into the line in the microphone jack. So I wanted to see how this comes out. I've attenuated it so that I peak with normal speech at vlog distance at -12, and I'm hoping to make it sound fucking better. But unfortunately, I need a better shielded cable. So I'm going to switch cables for the next clip to make sure it's not the microphone itself picking up the interference. Because if you hear that little in the background, that is some kind of interference that this microphone seems to pick up in my room, probably because my router is in here for internet. And it's probably a big pile of shit. One thing I'm noticing is I'm getting more echoey, you know, just in my little earbuds with this particular microphone. So we'll see how the hell that works out. But going forward, this might be a run and gun solution when there's not interference all around me and shit. And it does have a limiter, so yeah, that helps too. So this is the on-camera microphone. It's very echoey because it's capturing the whole room. But generally, I hear a huge noise floor too in my headphones right now. So apparently the preamps in the GH5 suck hairy donkey dicks from hell. So thanks for giving me a $1,800, well, it was $2,000-ish when I bought it, piece of shit for audio. Yeah, that's all right. Real professionals use separate audio anyway, fuckers. Where the fuck do I put the lav? Piece of shit. There, maybe there. Where's a good spot for a fucking lav mic when you need it? Can't I just have a boom operator follow me around all fucking day? So this is me talking on a powered lav mic. And I've got it attenuated a little bit. Doesn't work without the power at all. I find that this mic may just sound better on separate audio too, not to mention separating me from the camera. Right now I'm tethered to the camera and I'm too cheap to buy a fucking huge wireless mic system for my shit. So this is just like a little Insignia battery powered wired lav mic that you can switch off and use with your cell phone as well. And it's really fucking cool for that. But, you know, it's a pain in the ass. There's a couple things with a lav mic you gotta fucking worry about. First, if I'm moving, you know, you're gonna hear some shit every now and then that's gonna suck. It's not good for action. It might be okay for an interview where you just need to get a mic close to your subject without necessarily being all up in their ass. But for the most part, a lav mic with a DSLR or a mirrorless camera is just, you know, I just wish, you know, because I run into this with my Nikon too. These are two cameras I can get excellent video quality out of, but the worst fucking audio ever. So that's that. And I'm going to tell you at the end of this what my best solution is for audio. This fucking lav mic. This is good right here. Like, if you hold your lav mic like this and you talk, it's fucking awesome. It sounds great. Or maybe if I clip it to my fucking beard, it'll fucking make me sound... No. But if you're in a pinch and you need good audio, you can kind of just hold this a little bit out of frame very easily and hold it right next to your fucking face. You know, and if you're vlogging, you hold this in one hand and you do that, and then you hold the camera in the other. This is a good in-a-pinch solution for excellent audio quality. And as you can hear, you hear the full frequency range of my voice now that I'm not down here, over here, over here, over here. So, you know, I'm sure there are better, more expensive fucking lav mics, but I don't own those because I'm broke as shit. So if you want to go to the ScottThePhotographer.com and leave a tip in the virtual fucking tip jar to help get this channel going, that'd be fucking great. And then I can maybe review more expensive shit. But for now, I'm reviewing what I got. You know, unless I find a good rental place and I start, you know, being able to fund this. That'd be cool. Just saying. You're not going to do it, are you? So now this is the maybe my H5 sucks because I hear a little bit of noise floor now. But this is the H5 audio recorder on its own. And it definitely has a noise. Maybe the H5's fucked up. That would be shitty, wouldn't it? Or maybe just the output to the headphones is fucked up. But this is synced. This audio is synced in post, which is the step I'm trying to find a solution to avoid, because anytime you can simplify your workflow, you can crank out more fucking videos. And I need to simplify my workflow so I can crank out more fucking videos. And, you know, the H5 is a good recorder, I find, for many of the things I do. It gets the job done. And ultimately, if you want the best audio, that's what you need to do, and you need to get it fairly close to yourself. This is, you know, this would be reasonable, like if I was handhold vlogging, this would be about where my voice would be, and this would be a pretty good level to get it done. But if I'm back a little bit more so I could zoom in and give myself a little more compression and a little, you know, like in the studio type shit, this is probably where I would be sitting in relation to that. But ultimately, the best thing to do would be to get as close to your subject as possible. So this is it with the mic setting at 4 for the shotgun mic attachment for the H5. I'll go over after some of the shit that I'm using. But basically, this is a good all-around solution, especially if you're filming bands or speeches where you can't tap into the board or you can't lav mic the person that's speaking. This is kind of the best audio solution. Now the reason I'm kind of a stickler for audio, ultimately my best audio comes in the studio from a condenser mic hooked to a mixer, hooked to my computer. That's where I've gotten the most compliments on audio so far. But I do know that if you have shitty audio, people are less likely to watch your whole video. It's like a statistic or some shit. So invest in some kind of audio solution. So I'm going to show you one more audio solution that I promised in the previous video that I would go over, and I was too fucking lazy to that day. And well, I wasn't lazy, I just didn't have time to finish that out that day. So I wanted to do it today, and that's to show you what the lav mic cell phone combination sounds like. And we're going to switch to that now. So now for the ultimate solution to your vlogging on the go audio problems. This is my favorite solution for when I absolutely have enough energy to do this in post. But it does take that extra step of audio syncing in post. And that is to use your cell phone and download. I just downloaded an app called Voice Recorder off of the Android store or Google Play store. And it has all the controls you need. You can record in 44 kilohertz. You can put it at 44.1. You can put it in WAV file format. And generally you can then turn this off like so. Oh, did I stop it? Nope, still going. But you close the screen down and you can stuff the motherfucker in your pocket. And you'll see a little record thing and it's going, and then you're mic'd up and you can go for as long as you got storage space on your phone. So this is a great solution, and obviously you need on-camera mic to sync it up in post. And basically how you do that, in case you're a beginner, you just get the audio file off your phone, you bring it into your editing software, which preferably you're using good editing software. I recommend DaVinci Resolve. You can download it for free and use it to publish videos without any watermarks or anything like that. If you want the more advanced tools, you got to pay $300. But it is a fully functional editing suite with everything you need to produce high quality videos and audio. It has Fairlight audio built in. So you go in there, and I haven't really fucking, in the time it takes for me to dick around with the auto sync function in that, I find that it more often than not didn't work. So ultimately you randomly sync. And one of the ways you do that, I prefer slating. You know, this is a cinematography thing that you do to sync audio easily in post. Normally at the beginning of when you start recording on your camera and on your device, you do something that's distinctive that tells you immediately within the audio clip you're recording and the audio clip from the camera that you're able to tell that this clip matches that clip. And in filmmaking, you do that with a slate. You write down a number that you can easily just listen to an audio clip, like within 30 seconds, hear the slate, essentially. Or sometimes some audio people are slow, so it takes a little longer, but you know, it is what it is. But you can very quickly find your files easily, unless you have a time code system, which is more expensive and a pain in the ass to set up too. So basically all you got to do is at the beginning of your video go, and you'll see 3 spikes in your audio. If you look at the waveforms for both the audio on the camera and the audio in your device, and you just line those spikes up, you listen back. If it doesn't sound echoey, you may need to tweak it left or right a frame to kind of get it so it sounds good. Then all you do is unpair your camera audio from the clip and then pair, you know, that's where it links them. It's called linking in DaVinci Resolve. And you just link the audio file from your device to the video file from your camera. And that is the step. And you generally want to do that before you start editing, because it becomes much more difficult to do. There is a quicker way of doing it when you've already done an edit. And you know, it's either way, it's a pain in the ass. It does require some tedious work, especially if you have a lot of audio files and a lot of video files. It's not as big a deal if you film in one take. Like if you do a talking head vlog and you film it all in one video file and all in one audio file, then it's pretty easy. But if you have tons of clips that you need audio on, this is not the best way to go about capturing your audio. You generally might even want to just trade off for a camera that has good preamps. And so far, of all the cameras I've tried, Sony's preamps are the best as far as audio goes. My Sony AX700, by far, least amount of work of all my cameras. That's why I recommend it so highly for run and gun documentary style vlogging. Simply because it is very quick, it is stabilized, it has all the tools you need, it gets great audio even with the Video Micro Pro on top, but you can obviously put a DSLR or a XLR package on top. You can get as jiggy with it as you want. I haven't really tried pairing the H5 with it to see how it sounds with their preamps, but I'm finding that maybe the audio out of the preamps in the H5, maybe it's just the audio in the line outs that are fucked up. But I'm told that you can get in a $30 cable to try it, and I'll probably end up trying to get that at some point so that I compare it with the GH5, because other than that, it sucks ass. You know, and we need to attenuate out that noise floor. And if that's really nerdy shit, I don't know what to tell you. It's basically a hiss that's at the bottom of the audio recording that when you're listening in earphones or a high quality stereo is annoying as fuck. Just saying. But if you're in a noisy environment, who gives a shit about the noise floor? It's just going to help mask all the background noise a little bit. But it's, you know, it's noticeable when you start getting into audio. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish with this lav mic here and summarize. You know, first we add the zoom H5, and you know, this comes off and does all kinds of cool zoom shit. And basically this is for some more professional, and generally you'd want to keep it off your camera and as close to your subject as possible. So if you were vlogging with it, you generally probably want to keep it just out of frame below your face, or put it on a stand just above your fucking head. That's how a lot of the shotgun mics are positioned in filmmaking. They're literally as close as you can get without putting it on your forehead. It feels kind of good. I'm going to stop now. But yeah, so that is a good solution. I bought this specifically for filming bands because bands are loud. And I need something that can handle capturing the audio and that I can easily wire into or out of a mixing station. You know, I can hand it to the sound guy and say, hey, can I just tap off your shit and tap into his out, you know, his master out channels or some shit. Any channels he's not using, I try and do it. Or I can use the shotgun mic, point it at a speaker, set my levels good. And yeah, that's not as good a quality, but it's a solution for when you absolutely got to get the best audio. And bands want good audio with their, you know, they're performing their music. Whole object of it is to hear their music. And if they can't hear it good, they're not going to be happy with your video. So that's one of the solutions there. Obviously, if you can just tap into the board and they mic all their instruments, that's the best way to go there. So, you know, the other solution I had was the Rhode Video Micro. I bought this a long time ago. This has been all over the place with me. I've used it on my AX700 because the AX700 has excellent preamps in it, and the sound has been amazing with that combination. If your camera has shitty preamps, this is not going to help you. You really, you know, best case scenario, you're just going to have to use a solution like this to get your audio, or use this lav mic system. If you're doing, you know, if you're vlogging and you're doing all the talk, yeah, you could probably throw this on top of your camera to get some environmental shit. But if you're doing talking or you're talking at the camera, ultimately, when you're on the run, this is the way to go. When you're in a studio, put this next to your face on a stand and put the camera wherever the fuck you want, and then sync it in post. Those are the highest quality ways of getting audio for your fucking videos. So don't just get some shaky ass vlog camera footage like I did in my last video. That was showing you the worst case scenario. We're going to get into how to do some more cinematic style stuff going on further on this channel. So, but I don't fucking know. What the hell do I know? I don't know shit. So if you like this video, you found it useful, it's helping you get on track with your audio needs, head to ScottThePhotographer.com and leave a fucking tip in the virtual motherfucking tip jar. And I'll keep making these videos. Also check out my regular channel, Scott the Truck Driver. I'm posting videos there about fasting, nutrition, wilderness fasting, you know, lifestyle, health. It's an overall health channel, both mental and physical. And, you know, just talking about my journey and things I do to not go nuts and, you know, be miserable all the time and feel like shit and, you know, stuff like that. So if you feel like shit, go check that channel out. I'll help you feel a little better, I think, you know, or at the very least, I'll give you some ideas of things that you can do to improve your health and your situation, you know. Just there's a lot of videos. You should really go watch. Please. It helps me survive. Just watch, like, and subscribe. Both channels. All my shit. Follow all my shit, please. Please follow my shit. So I can make more shit. And shit. Also, you can follow me on Minds.com. That is my social media platform of choice. I post there more than Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or any of the other things that I mildly have accounts on, because I don't like spending a lot of time on social media. I spend a lot of time here on, you know, YouTube and on my website and doing stuff like that. Ultimately, you know, I'm getting burnt out on social media, so you won't see me doing too much there. So thank you once again for watching this fucking video, and please subscribe so that I can build this channel to become a good channel or something. That sounds like something's worthwhile, right? Everybody needs some camera knowledge. I can't get enough of it, to be honest with you. Ever since I became a photographer, and now I'm into cinematography and videography, I've always watching tutorials of multiple people. I like to hear different perspectives on how to do things, and every once in a while you get that one little nugget of shit that the other fucker that you watched earlier that's probably more pro and sponsored by Squarespace didn't give you, you know, because they don't do everything. Everyone has their own work. There's so many ways to do this shit that in order to pick a way that's right for you, you just gotta do, you know, start watching motherfuckers and how they work. And, you know, obviously the ones that are producing the kind of video that you like, or that are doing so on a budget that you can afford. Those are the two distinctly different areas. I'm on the budget you can afford side. Maybe a little unaffordable for a beginner at this point because I've been at it a while, but when you start out small and work your way up. That's how it works with, you know, you don't go out and buy a fucking $50,000 cinema camera and then start fucking making, you know, video. No, you do that after you've got enough client support to afford that, or you have an investor. You know, you don't go out and buy a $3,000 mirrorless camera to film your vlogs when you're first starting out either. Start out simple, build an audience. People ultimately will watch you if you don't suck and if you have good audio. So if you have a cell phone camera or your shittiest GoPro, $300 there, or the Osmo Pocket, or, you know, all these cheaper cameras that give you okay-ish video quality with good stabilization because you don't want shaky shit, and you got your phone doing your audio, and you know, you're good. That's it. Fucking $600 budget, maybe, if you know, depending on if you're lighting and green screening and doing all of that shit. But keep it simple, you know. As you grow, that's when you start to reinvest into new gear. So, hope you like this fucking channel, and I don't have any way to, I haven't figured out how to close these videos yet. I don't want to do the same shit I do on my other channel all the time, even though I'm kind of am. So have a nice motherfucking day and shit. I hope this video didn't sound like ass, because it's really, it's bad form to create a tutorial or video or a photography or video when you don't, instead of, yeah, when you can't even fucking talk right. It's hard to do a video giving advice about doing video when you suck at video. So I hope this didn't suck. Maybe it did. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let me know in the comments. Also, if you have an audio solution that is easy, that provides good audio, even if it's your channel or whatever, just leave a video or a link in the description below. I'll check it out, and maybe you'll give me some tips on some ways I can improve my workflow. Because it's all about getting high quality video, high quality audio, and high quality content. That's what my goal is. So we'll get there together. We're starting out at the bottom with this channel. I'm showing you shaky video shit, lazy ass vlogging, you know, and then we'll get into the stuff where you put a lot more work into it and you get a much better quality video out of the deal. Have a nice motherfucking day. See, I'm walking around right now. I got no fucking, you know, I got no constraints. I can walk around and the audio's still fucking going and shit. So there's that.